Billionaire investor and hedge fund manager Raymond Thomas Dalio serves as the co-chief investment officer of Bridgewater Associates, the world's biggest hedge fund since 1985. Bridgewater was formed in New York in 1971. It was injected with a $5 million investment from the World's Bank Retirement Fund within 10 years. Dalio is widely considered one of the most influential financial inventors, popularizing numerous widely used methods such as risk parity, currencies overlay, portable alpha, and worldwide inflation indexed bond management. Ray Dalio was born in the New York City borough of Queens in Jackson Heights. His mother was a housewife, while his father was a jazz musician who performed clarinet and saxophone at nightclubs, including Manhattan's Copacabana. Ray's family relocated to the Long Island suburb of Manhasset when he was just 8 years old. Ray Dalio, when he was younger, adored sports and playing with his pals. From the age of 12, he served as a caddy at the Links Golf Club, an upscale course frequented by the Duke of Windsor, previously King Edward VIII of England, and ex-Vice President Richard Nixon, as well as numerous Wall Street entrepreneurs. During the Great Recession of the 1960s, conversation on the golf course centered on the soaring stock market piqued Ray Dalio's interest. He purchased Northeast Airlines stock with the $300 he had accumulated from his caddy profits. It was the only major corporation whose shares he could afford at $5 per share. Northeast occurred to be the largest of a merger attempt, and the 12-year-old caddy soon tripled his investment. He examined yearly reports from significant corporations and conversed with elderly investors. He learned lessons that he has managed to apply throughout his investment career through trial and error. He discovered that even diligent research could lead to mistakes and that wrong decisions can be costly. He also found that the only way to defeat the market is to be correct while everyone else is wrong. When he made assumptions about a stock's prospects, he approached the most intelligent investors he encountered to analyze his rationale. By the time he graduated from high school, he had amassed a stock portfolio valued at several $1,000s, a substantial sum for a teenager in the late 1960s. Ray Dalio had considerable trouble selecting a college because of his unremarkable academic achievement in high school. He ultimately enrolled in C.W. Post College, a Long Island University institution located in nearby Brookville. While in college, Dalio maintained to buy and sell stocks, but he also grew fascinated with commodity futures. The low margin criteria drew him into this industry, where he saw the potential to make a significant profit on a small investment. Dalio and a few Harvard buddies founded Bridgewater Associates, a modest commodity trading firm. Although this first company yielded few results, Dalio kept the Bridgewater moniker for future usage. With commodities prices, particularly oil, skyrocketing, the Federal Reserve boosted interest rates to combat inflation, causing the stock market to crash and shareholders to flock to commodities. Ray Dalio was a rare species when he landed on Wall Street in 1973, a Harvard MBA with skills in commodities trading. Bridgewater's client base expanded, as did the range of its investments. Dalio adopts a strategy known as global macro, in which he invests on a huge scale around the globe based on broad systemic variables. Dalio conducted a thorough examination of market history, uncovering past examples of occurrences that his rivals thought were unprecedented. Bridgewater was established by forecasting fluctuations in currency exchange rates, commodity prices, inflation, and global GDP growth. Bridgewater established a pure alpha hedge fund in 1991. The phrase relates to the difference between a market's general average returns, branded beta, and those that outperform the market return, called alpha. Bridgewater was one of the first organizations to recognize and capitalize on the differences between the two types of returns. Bridgewater's flagship fund, Pure Alpha, has an average yearly yield of 18%. How he spends his billions. Ray Dalio had a personal wealth of $17.7 billion as of 2018. Like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, Ray Dalio has undertaken the Giving Pledge, pledging to donate half of his total worth to charitable organizations over his lifetime. To channel his humanitarian donations, he established the Ray Dalio Foundation. Despite his considerable professional achievement under the current system, Ray Dalio has become greatly worried about the country's widening economic divide. In his 2019 essay, Why and How Capitalism Needs to Be Reformed, he observes that the lowest 60% of American income workers are sliding more and more behind the top 40%, with the average lower income earner earning 1/10 of what those in the upper segment make. This economic discrepancy is reflected in inferior education and health results. He observes and warns that if these patterns are not controlled or reversed, social strife, political instability, and a decline of American competitiveness in global markets will surely follow. Dalio proposes a range of adjustments to public investment, taxation, and monetary policy. Simultaneously, Dalio is providing Connecticut a $100 million match to boost public education and job possibilities for underprivileged youngsters. It is the most significant charity gift in the history of the state. It was announced in 2017 that Dalio and Bridgewater might begin operations in China. Bridgewater has long engaged in other nations on behalf of Chinese investors. Still, because of a change in China's rules governing overseas investment businesses, Bridgewater can now raise capital and purchase and sell straight in the world's second largest economy. The same year, Simon & Schuster released Dalio's Fundamentals, Life and Work, a book that mixes Dalio's famed principles for career success and business with a memoir. Ray Dalio also used his enormous wealth to sponsor ocean exploration, which he considers more vital and fascinating than space exploration. He has owned the research vessel aiCIO since 2011, which was used to capture the first film of a living giant squid in 2017. Dalio took full advantage of the drop in demand for oil exploration machinery in 2016 to purchase a used drill ship at a discount. He transformed the ship into a massive research vessel, a mobile lab and television studio, to transmit the marvels of the deep sea to classrooms and living areas all around the globe. The Ocean Explorer, roughly the size of a football field, can hold an 85-person crew and has a hangar capacity for various deep-sea vehicles, notably 3 bubble subs with translucent plastic spherical hulls, and camera capacity for the real-time panoramic video to the surface above. The Ocean Explorer's voyage is covered in a 6-part TV show produced by Dalio's OceanX Media and BBC Television for National Geographic. Ray Dalio House. In a simple home, Ray and his wife Barbara Dalio reside in Greenwich, Connecticut, near New York City. In addition, the Dalio family has a house on a small island. It's close to their other property in Greenwich. They also own a condo in New York City's Greenwich Village. In 2004, they paid $6 million for it. Dalio was said to have purchased the U.S. $120 million Copper Beach farm in Greenwich. However, we have been unable to locate any supporting documentation. In addition, we noted that the property was once again for sale. It is currently asking for $195 million. It is one of the most costly mansions ever sold in the United States. OceanX and MV aiCIO 2. OceanX was unveiled by super yacht businessman and philanthropist Ray Dalio, his son Mark, and several other notable scientific partners. This endeavor will be carried out by a completely new yacht, the 85-meter MV aiCIO 2, to further investigate the ocean for scientific and educational objectives. The project attempts to build on the enormous success of Dalio's existing research vessel, the 56-meter MV aiCIO. aiCIO 2 will be delivered in 2019 after being built in 2010 as a deep-sea diving survey vessel. She will be the most modern science and media ship ever built, as per reports, and her makeover has been developed by Gresham Yacht Design. The vessel has marine research facilities, media equipment including a whole media center, manned and automated deep-sea submersibles, and various helicopters and drones. Across the establishment of the media center, James Cameron, famed for his filmmaking and ocean research, was consulted. With OceanX and aiCIO 2, We will reinvigorate global enthusiasm for and enthusiasm about the ocean in our globally connected, digitally connected age, Cameron stated. OceanX will provide virtual classes and gallery exhibitions for individuals all across the planet, in addition to researchers and media teams. So there you have it. If you enjoyed today's content, make sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new videos. Until next time.